Saturday Night Live from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's UFC 278 Usman versus Edwards 2, featuring a main event for the welterweight championship between Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards. Let's break it down. Leon Edwards is 30 years old. He's 6 foot tall with a 74-inch reach and a record of 19-3-1 with 6 knockouts and 3 submissions. From Birmingham, England, Edwards grew up in abject poverty, following in his father's footsteps into a life of crime until his father was murdered when he was a teenager. At 17, his mother convinced him to join an MMA gym, and he made his debut in June of 2011 with a first-round knockout. He then won 5 of his next 6 before submitting Wayne Murrie via rear-naked choke to win the BAMMA Promotions welterweight title. He defended it once with a third-round knockout before signing with the UFC, losing his promotional debut to Claudio Silva by split decision. He bounced back 6 months later with a first-round knockout of Seth Baczynski and followed that up with a decision over Pawel Pawlak before dropping a unanimous decision to future pound-for-pound kingpin Kamaru Usman. 5 months later, he defeated Dominic Waters by unanimous decision, then went on a 5-fight winning streak, including decisions over Vicente, Luque, and Bryan, Barberena, before headlining his first event, winning a unanimous decision over Donald Cerrone in June of 2018. The following year, he defeated Gunnar Nelson and former champion Rafael Dos Anjos and was involved in an infamous backstage altercation with Jorge Masvidal. However, shortly after signing a new multi-fight contract with the UFC, his career stalled due to strict travel restrictions imposed as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as recovery time from a bout with a virus, which saw Edwards lose 12 pounds. After a near 2-year hiatus from the sport, he returned in March of 2021, facing last-minute replacement Belal Muhammad. However, early in round 2, the fight was stopped and ruled a no contest due to an accidental eye poke, which rendered Muhammad unable to continue. 3 months later, he returned against Nate Diaz, completely dominating the former contender and giving him a terrible beating, while also surviving a last-second left cross, which temporarily stunned him en route to a wide unanimous decision victory. An elite-level striker, Edwards has excellent kickboxing skills and makes up for his lack of power with an exceptional jab and ability to control the distance, while also boosting an impressive 70% takedown defense. Kamaru Usman is 35 years old. He's 6 foot tall with a 76-inch reach and a record of 20-1 with 9 knockouts. Born in Nigeria, he moved to Arlington, Texas at the age of 8 and started wrestling in high school, finishing with a 53-3 record. He wrestled Division II at the University of Nebraska, finishing with a record of 44-1, then becoming a resident of the U.S. Olympic Training Center, but didn't make the 2012 team due to injuries. He turned pro in MMA in 2015 and went 5-1, then joined the Ultimate Fighter, winning the finale against Hayder Hassan, and made his official UFC debut in December of 2015 with a victory over Leon Edwards. He followed that up with wins over Sean Strickland, Damian Maia, and Rafael Dos Anjos, as well as a knockout of Sergio Moraes, before winning the welterweight title with a one-sided dominant victory over champion Tyron Woodley. In his first defense, he took on Colby Covington, and despite the fact that both men are primarily known for their wrestling, they engaged in a savage back-and-forth slugfest until Covington suffered a broken jaw and was knocked out in one of the latest stoppages in UFC history. In July of 2020, he was supposed to fight longtime friend and sparring partner Gilbert Burns. At that point, Usman left Sanford MMA and chose to train with Elevation Fight Team in Colorado under Trevor Whitman. 9 days before the fight, Burns pulled out after contracting COVID-19, and Jorge Masvidal was brought in on 6 days' notice, losing a unanimous decision. In February of 2021, Usman passed Georges St. Pierre for longest winning streak at welterweight, when after getting dropped early in round 1, he broke down Burns, dropping him with a jab and stopping him with a vicious ground and pound. On April 24, 2021, he made his 4th title defense with a dominant victory in a rematch with Masvidal, decisively ending their rivalry with an explosive highlight reel knockout, and 7 months later took on old rival Colby Covington, winning an exciting and action-packed unanimous decision. Quite possibly the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, Usman is an elite striker with excellent power who utilizes a solid jab to set up his power shots and uses outside leg kicks to wear down his opponents and control the distance. He also likes to switch stances frequently to set up combinations from different angles and his freestyle wrestling is one of the best in the business, boasting an impressive 100% takedown defense. Can Edwards utilize his excellent kickboxing skills to neutralize Usman as he tries to finally win UFC gold? Or will the accurate punches and powerful wrestling of Usman prove to be too much to overcome as the Nigerian Nightmare continues his reign as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the business? Tune in Saturday night to UFC 278, Edwards versus Usman 2, and let's find out.